Hey, all right, really quick video. I'm in my car, it's hot. There's an issue, or a lot of people are talking about how iOS 18 on iPhones is not making Apple Play work anymore in their cars. And I had that issue happen with me. And I don't know if it was just timing from when I updated it to like iOS 18.4, I think a week or two ago, a couple weeks ago, and then Apple Play stopped working in my car. But for me, what happened was I went out to an event. I updated the iOS, everything seemed fine. The next day I went to an event, and at this event I needed to get on their Wi-Fi, and the place is a little sketchy. So I have a VPN for my phone. So I turned the VPN on my phone, did the event, did what I had to do, went into my car, Apple Play wasn't working anymore. And I was like, oh, here's the problem people were talking about. Went home, and at home I remembered I had the VPN turned on, so I turned it off. Next morning I went into my car, everything was working great. I was like, oh great, just whatever, a glitch. The next day or two, I had to fly out to Vegas. So of course, as soon as I get to the airport, I turn the VPN on my phone on, go to Vegas for 3 or 4 days, come back. As soon as I get into my car, Apple Play stopped working again. And I was like, oh God, the problem's back. So then I reset the Honda system. I have a 2018 Honda Fit. I've had for since brand new. So I've never had any problems with Apple Play and all the different phones I've had, the Apple phones, but and with any OS. But then I came back from Vegas, the problem was there again. Well, the reason the problem was there was because when I was in Vegas, I turned the VPN on my phone because I was on the hotel Wi-Fi. And the only reason I remembered, and I forgot the VPN was on. So for about 3 or 4 days, when I came back from my trip, I'm doing with, Apple Play not working. And I can show you, it would kind of be like this, where you wouldn't see anything on the screen. You would still get power to the device. So I swapped cables. I think that was it. Like I was saying, I reset the whole Honda system. I reset that. That didn't work. I read about it, and people talked about how they reset the whole network setting. I didn't want to do that because you're going to lose all your Wi-Fi, passwords and, names and everything on there. So the only reason I figured out it was a VPN, because I forgot I had the VPN still turned on my phone, was when I went to this other work I had to do. They use Microsoft Chat. I kept having to log in constantly. I was like, what's going on? And then I went into my phone and the VPN must be messing up the Microsoft system, their chat system, their Teams. So I turned the VPN off. That fixed that problem. That day when I went back into my car to go home, Apple Play worked. So that had to be my problem. So ever since I turned the VPN off on my phone, Apple Play came back to life. So if you're out there, and it makes sense, if you have a VPN on and you reset all the networks, it's going to blow out the VPN. And some people talked about how they did that, but they still had issues. Well, if you reset all the networks and your VPN comes back on, that'll interfere with Apple Play again. So if your iPhone or whatever, your Android isn't working with AirPlay in your car, if you have a VPN and it's on, turn your VPN off, because that's what solved my problem. And it works now, because if you plug this in, it should connect. See? Da-da-da! I'm so happy. I almost wanted to buy a new car. Because I don't think you can hear me. I almost wanted to buy a new car because I need Apple Play so much for the maps. Or I was going to buy something and hold the phone up here or something. But here you go. If you have VPN turned on your phone, turn it off. Later. Hope that helps somebody.